yeah, they are mostly those from the southern Nigeria. Many of them who have families in northern Nigeria, obeying one Nigeria. You move down to the north and all of that. Somebody like me now, I've never been to any northern part of Nigeria. And ladies and gentlemen, I have no plan till I die to go to any part of northern Nigeria. No plan, nowhere attracts me. And that doesn't make me somebody who hates people from there. You know why? Because I could meet somebody from Kano in Lagos easily, Abby. And that person in Kano knows that there's no way somebody is going to say they insulted Obatala or they insulted the Shuodara and the Shuodara worshippers. They want to avenge the insult. And therefore, Abdullahi, Salami, all of them, they will have to run back to Kano. It never happened. So they can live properly, and I can meet them in Yoruba land. For those who are adventurous among them, they are welcome. Do you understand? But me, Mayegun, I've never been to any part of northern Nigeria until I die. As the way I'm saying it, I don't think I will ever be there, ever in my life. And yet, I am supposed to carry the cross of all this stigma as a Nigerian. So then I said, what about we have a conversation around this, so that we can actually have a clear-cut, boundary respect. If Sharia is northern Nigeria, are you with me? You can say the Northern Republic of Northern Nigeria. That can be Islamic Republic of Northern Nigeria, whatever they want to be. So somebody like myself, I am not going to have to be living under an arrangement where the jihadist ideas, the jihadist ideology are now, slowly creeping into the system, and they are becoming the national ideology, and they are still forcing it on us even without asking us any questions. So if I come out and I say, listen, what if we come together and we say, we don't want to be part of it anymore? Does that make us criminals? Does that make us bad people? Does that make us people who wish them bad? Of course not. We are people who are saying, listen, we want to respect these differences. If not for your politicians who are always benefiting from this, including our own politicians. Now, we cannot come to an understanding. Are you with me? We can come to an understanding and say, listen, you can have your space. You can kick out all your criminal politicians who want to be president, who want to be minister, who want to control the oil. After all, the oil money is not reflecting in your lives. It's not reflecting in your education. It's not reflecting in the lives of average northerner. So to the rest of Nigeria, the northern Nigeria is pretty much like a drain pipe, a drawback. And when things like this happen, they just put to what do you call it? They just confirm everybody's fear, everybody's suspicion. And it's just like, listen, if there's no oil or oil money or the name Nigeria to use to borrow money, are you with me? This northern Nigeria and then their people, they know that the rest of Nigeria, we are infidels. Okay? Unity, one Nigeria, they are just words. They don't mean anything. And that is why we cannot then say, listen, let's ignore the oil for now. You can get rid of those criminal politicians who are benefiting from the oil. It's not reaching you, or is it? Since it's not reaching you, you can actually have a Islamic Republic of Northern Nigeria, or Islamic Republic of Nigeristan. Any name, anything, something that let people know that listen, if you want to go there, don't go there, and violate their laws and their rules, and later start crying out and say they are not. You know what I mean? This place is not Nigeria. But today you have Nigeria. As much as you have Nigeria, if you cross to northern Nigeria, you are in a different place. And even you that is watching me right now, that is shouting one Nigeria, every small thing, one Nigeria, every small thing, let us come together. Any small thing, don't let us divide. This and all those things that you know, or you probably propagate. If you are from southern Nigeria, and when your family member is going to go and serve somewhere in the north, How do you call family meeting? How much effort do you make today to make sure that they don't go there for so many obvious reasons, even before the advent of a Boko Haram? How many of you have always been having this, hey, any small thing now, they feel they can start their religious fight there now. Any small thing, like they can start killing people. And that is supposed to be Nigeria. And you know why they kill people? They kill people because if they are mullah, their prophet, their what have you, those criminals, those terrorists, once they brainwash them and tell them this, that, then they leave their Jumats and they go out there and they do what they have to do. And then they disappear and you continue to pick up the ruins of what they have done. So if your family member is going up north, what do you say to them? You tell them, man, I don't like don't go to Borono. Don't go to this place. And you can go to Kano. Please don't go to the villages, okay? Make sure that you walk inside Kano so that if anything happens, you can easily just get the plane. And you are supposed to be Nigerians. So where is that one Nigeria? Gong, 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 gong? Because they are just words. They don't mean anything. The real owners of Nigeria are these who have used Takia to gain access to government and continue to keep the ideology, which is a religious ideology, and at the same time continue to pretend that they have a secular country. It doesn't work that way. It's contradictory. So the point here is this, we can come to terms and say, you can have your space. There are northerners that are ready to vote for Nigeristan. Trust me. But the politicians who are enjoying this contraption, who are watching this blood shed and all of that, they are those who are holding on to Nigeria. If you interview an average jihadi extremist northerner, this Islamic jihadist, because they are there, they are ready-made tools. Where do you think Boko Haram is getting all of their recruitment? Do you 100% believe that Boko Haram members are, they are from Niger and other places? Of course they are not. They recruit them from the cell where they have indoctrinated them with this ideology. And even if you are a Muslim from southern Nigeria or from Yoruba land, even you, this is where I just don't like the hypocrisy of one Nigeria, that some of you always believe that when they say, why don't we just respect these boundaries so that we can reduce the bloodshed, we can reduce the killings, we can reduce this crisis and here and there. Like she so far no they tire you. Is this. Some of you are just hypocrites. Hypocrites that knows the truth, then continue to shout, let us come together. Let us united country. We are better together. You are not better together if you don't respect your differences. All of you who are southern Yoruba Muslims, just once again, I am not here to judge you for your religion. No. Okay? Remember, this is not an attack on Islam. It's not an attack on your belief in Islam, okay? But as they say in Yoruba, orotiko mokomorowa, which means that the event of today have proven enough that even if you have been attaching yourself because of one Islam, one Allah, one prophet, and the rest of all those, these fanatics, these murderers, these extremists, these jihadists, they don't even see you as a real Muslim. And you know it. Many of you say it. You say it out. This is where your hypocrisy kind of make me cringe. It makes my skin, sort of crawl with cringe. You know it. You say it. You say, this northern, Wahhabist, this Salafist, this one, this, that. They don't see you from outside the enclave that they have up there. They don't see you as real Muslims. So where is that attachment of that one Nigeria is coming from? So that's where we said, listen, we can respect the boundary. So going up north, simply means it's going to be by choice. I mean, it will be your choice. North Korea, you have North Korea, you have South Korea. Somebody said, but my going they speak the same language. Now, two brothers with the fight when of agree decide to break into two countries. I said, whatever. But what I'm trying to say is that if you buy your ticket, you say King Jong-un, North Korea airport, you know whatever you see there, whatever you get, you take them. Are you with me? Whatever you see there, if you buy ticket, you they go Iran, or you buy your ticket and you are going to Afghanistan, and it says Kabul airport, Afghanistan. Whatever you get, whatever you see there, you take them. The same thing. If we can have a conversation, there is no, see, that doesn't mean that you hate anyone. Eventually, what will happen is this: we are going to even respect ourselves more. If you buy the ticket that says Ahmadu Bello International Airport, Kano, Nigeristan, Republic of Nigeristan, or it says Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida Uthman Danfodio International Airport, Maiduguri, Nigeristan, you know that whatever you get, whatever you see there, just take them. Don't go there and start crying. They don't like us. They don't like me. They don't like this. The Islam is violent. Islam is this. No. You choose to go there. But under the false arrangement you have today, one Nigeria, they no born you well to cross those lines. Oh, even if you know Nigeria constitution from the start to finish. You know why this blasphemy nonsense doesn't actually make any sense? And the reason why you have to continue to live with this, if we all keep waiting until it is our turn, is this. It is so bad that somebody who doesn't like you can easily just go, and report you to somebody in their, what do you call it? Somebody in their group, and say, I saw Olowo yesterday. He was desecrating the Holy Quran. There is no need for any investigation, okay? All they need is just eyewitness. So they will come. Immediately they tell them, do you know what they will start doing? They will start sharpening cutlasses, different weapons. They will start sharpening them, getting ready. Hey, there's going to be blood today. One idiot just destroyed the Quran. We have just been told that somebody just destroyed Quran in so place. Today, blood. You will see them sharpening their weapons. So once they come down and they say, is it true that this man destroyed Quran? They won't say, go and bring the Quran out. Oh. Is it true that this man destroyed the Holy Quran? They say, yes, it's true. I saw him. Then that's it. Within 5 minutes, that man they're asking question from, will be dead. That is the extremism. And that is supposed to be a country that has another constitution that says if you kill anybody under any guise, you will be prosecuted for it. But you all know the real thing. It's never going to happen. When Shagari's son reacted, it is the same reaction. You must always remember that we Muslims, we have our red line. And we can do anything. When so many of their clerics also, when they spoke out, they were like, well, may Allah bless those boys who killed the young woman. May Allah bless those boys who killed the young woman. And I'm glad today, even those who are shouting one Nigeria, they are now beginning to see better that, listen, Nigeria is not one. It's never been one, and it will never be one. This is not hate speech. This is not divisive. This is a statement of facts. Okay? Yes, there are interests. There are interest groups that are interested in Nigeria for different reasons, commercial reason, for ego reason, and the rest of that. And that's why I said we can indeed, because there's something I picked out too from this whole ideological what do conflict of a thing. They are believing this violence way of forcing us to accept that their way of life is the real way of life, and if we are not comfortable with that, then we should be ready to be killed or get used to it. How many of you remember ISA pandemic? Because this ideology is beyond, especially when people who actually ask others to be killed, when they disagree with them, who publicly said that, only then to turn around and say, collecting your own VAT is a move against the North. Banning open grazing in the South is a move against the North. Starting Amotekun for local policing is a move against the North. Asking for Biafra, asking for Yoruba nation is a move against the North. Demanding for restructuring or a new constitution and all that is a move against the North. But Sharia and what it is their way of life that we must all get used to, and we must respect it. Do you see the imbalance, the imposition? So people who have that same mentality, an ideology, a generational one, the only way to defeat that, to end that, is to remodel the ideology that our own people, especially in Yoruba land, portrays and they live, the kind of ideology that I love to call Yoruba first. But you remember pandemic? I want to share something with you.
Allah ya amsa mana. Haƙƙi ne akan shugabannin musulmai, haƙƙi ne akan malaman musulmai, haƙƙi ne akan 'yan siyasan musulmai, haƙƙi ne akan ma'aikata gwamnatin musulmai, haƙƙi ne akan jami'an tsaro musulmai. Dole su tsaya su ga an bi kadun jinin 'yan uwanmu da aka zubar. Dole su tsaya su ga an bi kadun 'yan uwan jininmu da aka cuta. Jinin alade ya fi shi daraja. Duk da yaran nan 'yan Boko Haram sun yi laifi, amma kisan da aka musu adalci ne. Ka duba yadda ake kwantar da mutane, yadda ka san aladu ana harbe su. Idan sun yi laifi me yasa za a extrajudicial killings? A kai su gaban hukuma mana a hukunta su. Ka kama mutum yana kwance kana kashe shi. In ba musulmi ba ake wannan, mutanen Neja Delta sun yi wannan, sun kashe jami'an tsaro, sun saci mukamai, sun kashe turawa, sun yi kidnapping turawa, amma kun karbe su, kun bude musu ministry, kun sa musu minista, kun ba su albashi, suna daukar salari ba sa aiki. Laifin su bai kai na waɗannan yan Boko Haram ba. Amma me yasa za a yi haka? Me yasa ake selective justice?
That is today is your Minister of Communication in Nigeria, a Boko Haram sympathizer. So when you see them come out and pretend that they don't, especially their elite, they are actually their sympathizers. They are their founders, their promoters. They are now in government. Are you with me? And all this ideology, all these ideas are now being imposed on Nigeria. For example, Operation Safe Corridor. You know, Operation Safe Corridor, which is repentant terrorists can go back into the communities, they'll be given money, and those who are their victims, for their own victims. So this is ideology that is becoming, so as a Yoruba man, which I believe that we have come of age enough now to know that Nigeria is not for us. So being the fact that being the fact that Nigeria is not for us as Yorubas, as for everyone indigenous people in Nigeria, if we take the elites, if we no longer actually have all these rogue elites in Yoruba land and across the south, the people idea, the people's sort of approach towards the importance of self-worth, self-determination, self-worth, most importantly, where they can easily say, well, you know what, we deserve better than this. So that's why I'm beginning to say, well, you see, once you have the people on your side, you see, you can shut down the whole place like all these fanatics are doing today for the wrong reasons. Yeah, you can actually have the people with good orientation, with good information, with good enlightenment about Yoruba nation, and with the good support, that we are also bringing to bear. You can shut down a place that way and say, you know what, this is it, we are done. We will no longer be part of this anymore. And then the process of Yoruba, what do you call it, a self-rule, the autonomous region of Yoruba land, and then the eventual Yoruba sovereign nation, then will come to be. How do we get our people off the ship of Nigeria? Is by telling them the truth that they are the only ones. You see, Yorubas, my brothers and sisters, and most of you from the south, you are the guys who are hoping and holding on to Nigeria. Everything else shows that they have left you, which means if you understand that there is actually nothing to hold on to, nothing to actually hold on to in Nigeria today, but there's something else you can hold on to, and that is who you are. As a Yoruba man and woman, who you are, you can hold on to that, build back on that, and rebuild your hope and disembark from the sinking ship of Nigeria. That conversation is going to happen. I know this rage about Deborah is going to die down in the next few days, because another thing is going to happen again, right? Another one is going to happen again. They're going to happen and happen and happen until you probably will realize that no, enough. Now, the journey to enough is what some of us are embarking upon as you are watching this video. They intentionally want you to not talk about this, okay? Because according to them, if you should talk about Nigeria problem, if you should talk about those behind the problems, uh, definitely it is an indirect way of inciting the people to reject the status quo. And now, if I may ask you, how many of you would want to keep what is currently going on in Nigeria to keep going on? How many of you, if they put it into a vote and say the way Nigeria is right now, in fact, is the best and it should continue that way? Of course, you can't be that, mad. I don't know. Yeah, there will be people who feel like it should be this way, it should continue. We have heard people who said that Bukwari should extend his power. But genuinely, how many of you will say this should continue? So if you agree that this shouldn't continue, the status quo shouldn't continue, how does that make that a crime? It is a crime because those who committed all of these atrocities, all of the people who brought you to this state as you are right today, they have names, they have identity. We know them. And once you begin to mention them, like I've told you many times, you begin to realize that they are actually people who speak your language, who look like you. I'm talking about those who are also Yorubas, who are Igbos, who are Usas, who are Fulanis, who are, every one of the indigenous tribe in Nigeria or people in Nigeria, they have a representative in the rot that Nigeria has become. So you as a young person, right, you also need to also unlearn what you have learned before. Learning that Nigeria is indivisible. Nigeria unity is non-negotiable. When you begin to look at all the components of what make up that Nigeria, of course, it's going to be a normal thing for you to say, no, of course, this is negotiable. Who's going to settle with this kind of arrangement? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. If I want to say I'm a Nigerian and I want to be treated as one, respected as one, and protected as one, and I can walk anywhere I want in Nigeria because I'm a Nigerian, I'm carrying the Nigerian passport. So, hello, if I want to do a business in Kano, I should be able to do that business and get protected. That's how it should be. But that's not how it should be, because you have to think of the kind of a business you would do in Kano, because you'll be offending some people's religion. And once you do, nobody, not even Nigeria Constitution, can save you. No, none anywhere whatsoever. So how then do you call that one country and you don't want to have a conversation around there? Should we keep it like this? Or should we discuss a way out that we can peacefully, oh. Then I have the people I also want to mention. I said, I'm a Yoruba man. And only God knows how many kind of abuses I have read on social media. How Yorubas, to some people, Yorubas are cowards. Yorubas cannot be trusted. We don't even know if Yorubas are serious about Yoruba nation. Why are the Yorubas not getting their own, what do you call it, ESN? Maybe get our own YSN. Why are the Yorubas ready? I don't think anybody is taking them serious, because we have not seen them show all of that stuff. And I said, okay, but there's something you have to know as well. There are some expectations that are very good. There are also some expectations that if you love yourself, if you love your mental health, don't set them up for yourself, okay? There are expectations that you don't set up. When you are fighting, or let me say you are advocating for self-determination, yes, there is insecurity issue right now in southern Nigeria, including Yoruba land, okay? So when you are campaigning for something like self-determination, devolution of power, autonomy, change, all those things, right? Primarily, you need the people on your side. And then when you have the people on your side, that's why I call it primarily. It can be a slow but steady kind of move than, as I have seen so many times on social media, where many of you expected somebody who is talking about Yoruba nation, who is talking about the Yoruba marginalization, who is talking about the political and structural imbalance called Nigeria, which has further divided the country, the people, to the point that more and more people are agreeing that it's obvious Nigeria is not meant to be together, right? So I have seen many people who have turned this into a clout chasing stuff on social media. Okay. I mean, bragging. You get that now? What we are going to do to you tomorrow, what we are going to do to next, and all of that. I've seen a lot of that in the last 2 years alone. Right. And for somebody like myself, right, I just feel like if you have anything to do, sometimes I think it should be what you are doing that should speak for us, not what you come on here to say all the time. Let me rephrase. When I was studying how the Yorubas were able to come together in the 50s, in the 40s, that they were able to move so fast in propagating the independence campaign in Yoruba land. I discovered that the first thing they did was after letting people know the negativity of colonialism, right? The next thing was what? To let people want independence on their own, because they believe that they will be part and parcel of those that will build that up. And like magic, it became an easy sell in the western region of old. And today, as they say, the rest is history. So we decided that if you have the people who have been in a second colonization, which is Nigeria, we have been, and this time around, our colonizers are not white people. They are the same people like us, Yorubas, as well as those who are also like Nigerians, so to say. So this second colonization, our people have been conditioned to believe that they don't have any alternative. So if you want them to know that this is done for, and you want to give them an alternative in the, in the process. So it means that you have to give them time to disengage, and the moment they disengage, they don't go back to that. And moreover, if you even have the capacity to fight anybody, one of the things you should never or tell yourself, if you are fighting for self-determination to start with, is to think there's a particular war that you must fight. Now, let me tell you something about fight that some of you probably never even thought it through. Currently in Yoruba land, we have been invaded, which is so obvious. And to God be the glory, we have our people who have also responded in kind, provided their own cluster security as much as they can do. But that we want to leave Nigeria, yeah. Then we have so many people who are also getting along with that. Does not put us in a position to say we have a capacity to fight any war. Do you understand that now? Now, I've heard people who said that it is only war that can break Nigeria and give us Yoruba nation. I call all of those utterances, I call them kind of, playing to the gallery. War sounds so kind of huge for those who probably understands what war is. Then the second thing is, the first thing is that how do you get enough to fight a war with a country because you want to break away? The second thing is that how and where would you fight the war? Where would you fight the war? So if you are smart enough and you are advocating for your country and you want your people to actually live in a country that you can call a country, yeah, the most you can avoid is to destroy the place before you even get that independence, so to say, before you get that your own country. Now, what do I mean by that? You as an individual or as a group, yeah, you can't get independence for people. You can't get a country for people if half or more than half of them don't see the reason why. So that's why you start with them. Now, when you manage to get them on your side, yeah, like I do say, the job is, or let me say the battle is half won. So even if you have to fight at any point in time, my people, even if you have to fight at any point in time, when you fight and fight and fight and fight, you are going to end up on the negotiation table as well. After everyone dies, after your communities bond, you're everywhere, But there are ways to avoid all of that, right? As much as so many of you feel like it's easier to just say, we need to fight. People come on my Egun's very political to say that to me all the time. And I've had people who have come here all the time as well to say, we need to get ready. There is a war coming. And I said, can you just please calm down? Because some of you, the war you are fighting is in your head. There are criminals, terrorists, terrorizing the people. That is not the kind of, what do you call it, the kind of war that you will tell yourself and say, there is war coming, there is this coming. No. There is already an invasion. And those who invaded us are known. Those who are shielding them are known. Those protecting them are known. But that does not say we don't have the capacity to ward them off, defend ourselves, and keep ourselves protected. But if you're in your mind, you are beginning to mix Buhari with Fulani terrorists, with other things going on in your head, and automatically you are thinking of a kind of what some of you are saying on social media, guerrilla warfare. We need guerrilla war. Guerrilla warfare. That is, you go and get gun. You hide in your house. When you see the military going, you will shoot them, you shoot, and all of that, you run away. Guerrilla warfare. How does that give you a country? How? So I said, if you are having war in your head, are you having it in your head that if Nigeria decided to come and stop you for Yoruba nation, then we should get guns and fight Nigeria? Do you know how convenient that is? Very easy to say. Very, very easy to plot. And people say that all the time on social media, so to say. But if you look at the energy these northern criminals, northern jihadists are putting, it is the people themselves, not even the type of weapon they are holding. Now, if you have that kind of ideology in Yoruba land, for example, where people can say, you know what, this issue of breaking up of Nigeria is now long overdue. We can no longer continue. And they move out there and they shut down Lagos, shut down Ogun, shut down Oyo, shut down Oshun, Ekiti, Kogi, Kwara, shut down everywhere and demanded that except the, what do you call it, a new arrangement that completely give the Yorubas the autonomy to be in charge of our own affairs completely, 100%, nothing. Yeah, there will be no end to this sit out. I'm looking forward to a time and nobody will shoot you by that. Do you know that? That's one kind war I like. You see the other one that some of you are kind of fighting in your head and probably feeling like we are slowing, we are slacking. We are slacking. Slacking for what? Slacking from what? My friend, all this talk, 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 we are talking too much. We should go and do what to get Yoruba nation, to get Biafra. Some of you even come here to come and brag to me. Look at us, the Biafrans. Look at what we are doing. We have ESA. We are protecting our land. We are ready to go out anytime. I mean, it's good that we have many of you are so loyal, so dedicated, passionate, and patriotic about Biafra. But do you sometimes tell yourselves that you do over-exaggerate some things? Do you? This is not to say you are not doing it, okay? Because before you begin to run mad, start abusing me, okay? Listen very well. I'm not saying you are not, but do you sometimes feel like you needlessly, unprovoked, some of you, not all of you, some of you, IPOB members, Biafrans, do you sometimes feel like you do over-exaggerate things that doesn't correspond with the reality at all? Do you? Well, sometimes you should. Today we have your fellow Igbos, your fellow Biafrans, supposed Biafrans, under the guise of Ebubeagu, searching for their fellow Biafrans who are ESN members, killing them, hunting them down, doing all of that. Are you with me? So the terrorists who are also bringing in the cows, committing some of these crimes, as we talk today, that ESN is meant to be going after, the idea in that eastern Nigeria, the ESN that are being killed are not 100% being killed by the soldiers, by the military, by the police. Take that from me. 100%, they are not 100% being killed by those soldiers. Now, the innocent people, soldiers, they kill. You see those real ESN members, they are being hunted down, being searched for, being looked for by Ebubeagu fellow Biafran, supposed Biafran people too. So all this setback, they don't reflect your bragging on social media. We still have to see people getting killed. We still see villages being ransacked. Just just yesterday, a young man was killed in a village in Enugu. Yeah. And then, what do you call it? They said because he resisted the Fulani terrorists and all of that. That right there in Enugu. So that's the reality. It doesn't reflect what some of you say on social media. Some of the braggings and some of those empty braggings that you make on social media. My friend Biafra is spirit. We will crush them. We will do this and that. But in reality, there's so much extrajudicial killing of these young men and women who volunteered to provide security in their immediate environment because they become endangered species. But you with your phone, with your what do you call your phone, your YouTube, you are bragging, making empty mouth, and then to make yourself feel better. You, these Yorubas, nobody is taking you serious. You need to show it. You need to show that you are serious. Where is your ESN? Where is your this and that? But in reality, that's not how it's working. You know it. I know it. We all know it. We come out here all the time. We scream what they are doing to the innocent people in eastern Nigeria. Eh? But again, it is not to say your effort is not seen. It's not valid. It's valid. I'm just saying that sometimes you should also reflect and know that people will have their own ways. People will have their own technique. Their ways may sound so cowardice to you. Peace to you sometimes, you know, is an absence of a war. No, you know, the presence of peace is not it's not because of the absence of war, but sometimes you can always make sense of out of what is called what do you call it? What is called humanitarian approach. Where that humanitarian phase, let everybody try whatever they think will work for them. And that's to take us back to what is called the respect. So, like I said, I have been called names. I have been even told that Yorubas are not doing enough. Yorubas are not doing this and that. Look, you know, I'm saying, listen, we appreciate what you are doing. But many of us are not going to do it just exactly the way you want it to be done. But would it be done? Of course. When? Just watch. Why? Do you have to be in a hurry? I mean, we all realize that the situation is going to get to a point whereby all of us are going to come and discuss and say, do we still want to be together or not? Somebody like myself would rather prepare my fellow Yoruba brothers and sisters to understand why this is so important, and it is like it should have been done like as far back as yesterday. Do you understand that? Some of us believe that most of these teachings, this awareness, these things we are doing, they should have been done ages ago. So that's why I keep telling people, I said, it is not a competition. If you are promoting Yoruba Nation, if you want to be taken serious, don't go on social media and start making empty mouths. Don't go on social media and start making empty threats. Don't go on social media and start propagating nonsense that doesn't even meet any reality. Do you understand that? We want an advocacy team of Yoruba people who are going to be able to walk head and shoulder high and defend the ethic, the ethos, and everything that makes us Yorubas. And why? What we want, we will get it. We will get it. Nigeria will listen. But you see, those who are actually making Nigeria non-negotiable right now, the Yoruba leaders, we are going to force them to force Nigeria to give us what we want. But how do we do that? It is not going to be through violence. Don't go on social media and make any empty mouth. If you see any Yoruba person who probably drink his kai or drink his what do you call it? Smoke his tramadol, that goes on social media and start making all this what's that they call that one? All this empty noise. We will do this, we will do that. I'm going to at least ensure that the real Yorubas, they will deny you. Don't make any threats, okay? And don't make any empty bragging. Your job as a Yoruba, man and woman who genuinely believe that Yorubas deserve better in what is today's Nigeria. And even if our people are not, some of our people are not completely understanding this, it is your job to make them understand. Don't call them names, because you know one thing, and you must remember this. You see those Yorubas who don't believe in Yoruba nation now, it is their right to say they don't. You must know that. You must never become an extremist. Yoruba nation now is quite, moving of a slogan. Okay? So you must represent that, and you must know that there are people who don't believe in this. There are people that no matter what you say, they will never believe in it. And you must also know that it is their right. Okay? That moderate level of approach wins people more than the threats, the bragging, the empty noise, and all of that. Because we are getting to a stage now where we are no longer going to just be talking. We are going to be acting. And we need good ambassadors of Yoruba nation to speak out for us. Freedom is not free, as they say. It also doesn't mean that, you know what I mean now, that we should, sort of encourage extremism. Do you understand that? Freedom is not free. It is expensive. The reason why they say that word is that to get your freedom, you will sweat, you will toil, you will do whatever it takes, including if you have to pay with your blood. And that is the last resort. It should not be the first. Do you understand that? So, and that is why our approach is to bring sanity into this conversation, cover the ground as fast as possible before they can say they want to do any election in Nigeria. The people need to know. They also need to be helped in understanding their decisions, because every of their choice and decisions they make is not just them that will pay. A lot of us also pay. We all pay for the decisions of either few or the majority in this case. So we have a lot to do, and our approach is going to be different. And we want you all to see this as a new way. I am not saying that your own way of propagating Yoruba nation is wrong. I am only telling you that if you should add violence, threat, all these lousy talks and what have you to it, we can easily deny you, because all those would never represented the Omoluabi ethos. It will never represent what the Yorubas are. We are meticulous. We are articulate, and we are very, very strategic. Call us what name you want to call us. But do you want results? You will see it. And believe me, you will realize that a lot can be done, achieved, even without shooting a single bullet. Some of you don't. You don't see it that way. Of course, when we get to that last resort, when we actually need people who actually want to do what you want to do, as the last one, you will be recruited too. There will be no useless person in Yoruba nation advocacy. Everyone will be useful, including those who don't like what we are doing. At least they will still be giving us what is called the free publicity. Have you heard about those Yoruba nation people? What nonsense. What is Yoruba nation? All this nonsense about Yoruba. They will still be giving us free publicity. So you must have that kind of mindset that says people are free to disagree, that they don't want Yoruba nation. Don't go on social media abusing people, attacking them, threatening them, or making some kind of lousy statement simply because you want to prove that you love Yoruba land and they are not welcoming that. You don't be like that. Don't. We are talking about we are talking about a country of millions of people, tens of millions of people. Don't let that your small view of the small view of the world or what Nigeria has done to you. Don't let that make you be like that. Get to that point to know that the people will be able to do whatever they want in Yoruba land. Yes, everyone will be able to live in Yoruba land, and all you need is to respect the law of the land, and you will be protected. Do you understand that? So you must begin to know that as you go out there to engage people, to talk about Yoruba nation, and whatever you want to do, always have it at the back of your mind that those people you are talking to, they can disagree, that they don't want it. They want one Nigeria. Again, that person telling you that they don't believe in Yoruba nation today may actually be your best buddy in the advocacy and campaigns for Yoruba nation tomorrow. So don't fight them, don't hate them, and don't be those you are trying to run away from. Don't turn to that. So I am going to hope that YouTube is not going to remove our video today, but we are advocating that those who love Nigeria, those who believe in Nigeria so much, yeah, there is something called national dialogue. Something is not healthy. This is not right. This is not healthy, okay? No matter how much you say you love Nigeria or whatever you say it is for you, tell yourself the truth. This is unhealthy. This is not right. This is 2022. If this is the situation, what is wrong? if we come together and say, let us trash it out. How do we do it? What do we do? Let everybody go their way respectfully. And with that, we'll still be neighbors. There's no enmity. There's no hatred and all of that. Those who don't want to live with anyone, they will tell you they don't want to. But listen, in the world is a global village today, okay? All everybody wants is a peace of mind and the little prosperity that they can at least work hard for, reward for hard work, so that they can be able to put roof over their head, put food on their table, and keep their family safe. I mean, how is that too much? So if Nigeria being a secular country is never going to work, which is never going to work, how about you call those who have their own interests addressed and let us break it up? All right. I am going to go on a break. And when I get back, I'll take calls. This is where you can call me and tell me to fuck off. Okay? This is where you can call me and tell me, or call me any name you want to call me, okay? Don't just say it in the comments. Now you can call in. And also tonight, I want to plead with you. I want you to let me know. First, I'm going to drop the link to our fundraiser. Okay, I'm going to drop that in our comment section. We need to hop that. Or tonight, I want you to tell me, should we just close it and end it tonight? Whatever we come to, we need to either close it tonight, right? Or raise fund tonight. So I'm going to tell you, my friends, members of the Temple of Truth, first go and like that video. If you're watching me on YouTube, like the video before you go and take your own break, okay? And when you are coming back, come with your card. We are going to raise some money tonight, even if it's going to be 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 100, 1,000. And I'll tell you why. So don't go anywhere. Share the broadcast. And when I get back, we will continue from where we are stopping now. So I'll be back.